guy and girl meet. There's a lot of attraction. They plan on seeing if there's synergy and agree to have a lunch or dinner date, and they set the date. Like, they pick the day they're going to have this date.
Okay.
Guy reaches out to confirm that they still have the plans. She doesn't respond. Several days later, she responds claiming that she's been too busy but would like to have lunch later in the week.
Had the date passed?
Yes.
3 days.
The guy confirms that he is available, but the girl offers no communication afterwards because she is too busy. But as it stands, they still currently have the plans of the reset date. Ultimately, here's the question. Should there be a period of communication between two individuals leading up to a date that's nearly a week out? Or is silence okay and he does the same thing where he confirms the day before again to no avail?
She's not into him. This is the classic ghosting thing. It's going to come up and she's going to be like, sorry, I'm too busy.
And do you also think she's just not that into you 101 and like he should start making other plans, start talking to other girls, pretend she doesn't really even exist. And the day before though, he can text and confirm, see what she says, but like if another date could be planned on that day, go with that, right?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, no one cannot text back on a phone. You're never too busy to text, sorry, something came up. Like she stood him up essentially.
Yeah.
Like that I don't know who this man is, but he deserves better because I'm assuming he's around our age and this like makes me so mad that people still do this because it's like just grow a pair and tell them that you're not interested anymore.
So you don't like the string along either?
No, I don't believe in ghosting. I don't believe in standing someone up, and I do not believe in stringing someone on, especially. I cut people off to a T because I think stringing someone along is the worst thing you can do to a person.
And you love to respect people's time and energy. Like you're big on how you treat them, you want them to treat you back.
Yeah.
So if he's kind of giving her what she gave him, it would kind of be like waiting on the response, like, or not responding at all. Like what I think happened here was she went and explored other options and they kind of fell through. And then she was like, well, he was nice. And so she picked it back up, but it's like, you're not someone's second option.
Yeah. Or you know what could have happened too is like, remember that one time I just ended things with that guy, and then in the moment I hadn't really like thought through my feelings, so I jumped the gun and planned a date. The day the date came and I was like, Alex, I can't do this. Like I'm gonna break down. Like something similar like that could have happened where in the moment she was like, yeah, but then she sat on it and thought about it and was like, on the other hand, that's why you should never plan a date too long in advance, because if you sit on something for too long, you'll start to back away from it.
You talk yourself out of it.
Fully. And she probably did that and was like, I don't really want to deal with it, so I just want to text him back and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, I do think it's interesting. I think if she got the first mark against her because she didn't go to the first date.
Oh, stood him up fully.
Fully stood him up. And then if they're going to schedule the second date, I do think it's on her to like text once in the middle of the time period. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for rescheduling. Like, then he would know she wanted to. But I do think in this instance, it's about 90-10.
Yeah.
He's 90.
Also, like, for him, like, why do you want to be with someone who doesn't respect you or your time?
I think people get caught up on the initial, there was a lot of synergy and attraction. And so you hold on to that. But it's like, you can have a lot of synergy with a lot of people right off the bat, but it's like what happens after that, where it's like, is that the kind of person you want to communicate with and work with? Like, you can go to a bar and probably hit it off with 5 or 6 people.
And also, like, how many times have you met someone and you like the connection was unreal, but then you go back to reality and it just kind of fades? Like,
sparks are real.
Yeah,
sparks happen, but
like synergy, like, no. Yeah, big difference. He deserves better.
I agree.
Because he seems like a nice guy, especially since he's putting up with that. And it looks like he's actually wanting to find somebody to date. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't have the same priorities as him.